Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. If you are raising or hoping to raise a bilingual or multilingual child, the OPOL method is one of the most effective and natural ways to do it. In this video, I'm going to explain exactly what OPOL is, give you practical tips to make it work in your home, and then share how it's worked in my own family. So let's get straight to it. So OPOL stands for One Parent, One Language. The idea is simple. Each parent consistently speaks one language to the child. For example, one parent always speaks Spanish. The other parent always speaks English. Or in my case, I always speak Portuguese because I'm from Brazil. The goal is for children to naturally associate each language with each parent, which helps them separate and learn the languages more clearly and easily. OPOL works best when parents are consistent, when the child has enough exposure to each language. And the method is used from birth or early childhood, though it can still work later too. Here are my top tips to help you succeed with the OPOL method. First, stick to your language whenever you're with your child, even when it feels easier to switch. The more consistent you are, the clearer the separation between languages will be in your child's mind. You want to erase any confusion that might arise by overusing the majority language. You don't need to be perfect. Just stay committed and reset whenever you need to. If you're the only speaker of your language, exposure is key. Talk a lot during everyday moments, during mealtime, playtime, diaper changes, if you have a baby, car rides. You can read books, listen to music, audiobooks, videos in your target language, everything you can do to expose your child. Language learning happens best through play and connection. Sing songs, play simple games, use pretend play in your language. When your child enjoys the language, they'll be more likely to use it. Reading aloud is one of the most important and powerful tools in language development. Choose books in your language, even simple board books, and make it a daily habit. If books aren't available, translate as you go or tell your own stories based on the pictures. Try to involve other native speakers. That's another tip. Even if it's just video calls with grandparents, cousins, or friends, hearing your language from more than one voice helps reinforce the language and also build confidence. Language development isn't instant, and it might look different for each child. Your child might understand everything in your target language, but respond in the majority language. And honestly, that's okay because it's still progress. Just stay consistent, keep modeling, and trust that the process is working, even when you don't see the results right away. Now, let me share how OPOL looks in our home. I have 3 kids. They are ages 7, 5, and 2.5. And since each of them was born, I've spoken to them exclusively in Portuguese. That's my heart language and my connection to home, my culture, and my faith. My husband speaks to them in English, and he also speaks to them in Spanish. He's a native Spanish speaker. We live in an English-speaking environment, so they hear English from the church, the community, and from books. My husband and I also speak to each other primarily in English. Even though my children are exposed to Spanish through my husband and his side of the family, Portuguese is our main target language at this point. This is because I am very committed to speaking to them in Portuguese, more so than my husband is committed to speaking to them in Spanish. We also homeschool, and I'm the primary educator, so Portuguese is the focus in our homeschool in addition to the English language. So as you can see, there is a lot of exposure to English. And I confess that it hasn't always been easy for me. There are moments I catch myself slipping into English when we're all together, especially when emotions are high or when we're in a rush. But I try to gently bring myself back to Portuguese and just keep going. What's been really encouraging is to see my 2 older children understand Portuguese very well and that they're able to speak and respond in Portuguese as well. They may not be fluent as they are in English yet, but the foundation is definitely there. And that's what OPOL helps you build, a strong foundation for lifelong bilingualism. If you're thinking of using OPOL, I want to encourage you. It's simple, it's natural, and it's very effective. It's worked for so many families, but it does take intentionality and commitment. So remember, choose your language and stick with it. Make language part of daily life. Use books, music, conversation as much as you can, and trust the process, even when it feels very slow. If you're using OPOL in your home or planning to, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. What's your language and what's working for you as you implement this method? And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe as it really helps the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.